Everybody, it's me, Alex from the Tottenham Zone, and I'm back again with another match preview. This time for the Arsenal Northern Derby game, big game taking place tomorrow. So let's just dive straight into it. And once again, thanks to Talk THFC for letting me come on the channel and do this. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it. So yeah, tomorrow, massive game. Not just about the 3 points, more than that, about pride of North London. And hopefully the boys can do it for us tomorrow, because we haven't won at the Emirates since 2010 or 11. It's been a long, long time, over 10 years. So hopefully tomorrow is the day we do that. Fans are back in the stadium, which might make it a bit more difficult for us. But if we can get that early first goal, then I think maybe the Arsenal fans might start to turn a little bit on Mikel Arteta. And I know Mikel Arteta is under he's under huge scrutiny at the moment. For his Arsenal side, they've not really been picking up too many good results. They've had, a couple of decent ones recently, Norwich, Burnley, and Wimbledon in the League Cup. But aside from that, they've been pretty poor this season. Massive game. Obviously, we this is a must-win game. Like I said, it's more than just 3 points, but we need to do it for the fans. Nuno knows how much this means to us. The players that have been it a long time know how much this means to us. Kane being a Tottenham by himself, Son, he's been at the club a long time. Lucas, all these players, they've been at the club a long time. They know exactly what North London Derby means to the fans, and this should be fantastic, because we've lost our last couple of league games by heavy scoreline. So hopefully, and to two London rivals as well. So hopefully, beat Arsenal, get us back on the right track, and this could really, ignite our league season again. Well, catapult our league season into some good form, because we need it. Man United have just lost their game to Aston Villa. Chelsea have lost at home, which is to Manchester City. So this is a real big opportunity for us to capitalise. With Liverpool playing Brentford tonight, if they somehow drop points, which I can't see, but if they do, then if we beat Arsenal tomorrow, I think we'll be right there. So this I say it's not more than just 3 points, but the 3 points are vitally important as well for the league season. To beat Arsenal, this would be fantastic. We've already had a fantastic result. The first game of the season is Manchester City. Let's hope we can do it again. So let's run through sort of a predicted lineup. So same as always, really. Lloris in goal, Emerson right back. There's two centre halves that are interesting, but I would go with Romero and Dyer. And then I'd go regular at left back. And then the midfield three is interesting as well, but I'd go in Domboy. Even though he's played 2 90-minute games, I'd still go with him anyway, because he needs to hit this up, and he's a really critical and key player for us. So and then Skip and Javier in midfield as well. I think Skip had a good game against Wolves, and then Javier obviously came on and missed that pen in midweek, but he's still such an important player for us. So and he's the sort of guy that gets in North London Derby. He's played in 2 already, won 1, lost 1. It was fantastic. He's been fantastic for us since So this season, he's been good as well. So him in midfield, and then the front three, Son, Kane, and then it's a difficult one. Do I go with Brian Hill? Do I go with Lucas Moura? I would go with Brian Hill. I think I'll go with Brian, just because of how well he's played in the last couple of games. I think he deserves a chance. It's a big game for him, a really big game, but he's got that sort of unpredictability about his game. The Arsenal defenders might not have seen him play much, might they'll come up against him before, so they just don't know what to expect. And he's played really well against Wolves. Fantastic penalty as well to essentially win that shootout. And then he played well against Rennes as well in the conference. So I think he deserves his chance. Obviously, I saw Lucas back in training yesterday. So hopefully, if needs be, he can come off eventually be an impact sub. But I'd go Brian Hill. I think he deserves it. And obviously, Kane and Son, both long-standing members of the club, both legends of the club. Harry Kane in particular, looking like London derby. He's the top scorer of all time in this fixture. So hopefully tomorrow he can get another goal to add to his tally. He's not scored in the Premier League yet this season. He scored uh, two in the conference playoff round, and then scored in the League Cup on Wednesday. But yeah, let's hope he can get his first league goal. What a time it would be to score against Arsenal and really show the fans that he's still committed to the club, and that he still wants to play for us. And scoring against Arsenal would be a fantastic way to do that. As for Arsenal, lineup wise, I'm not really too sure. I mean, they'll probably go with Aubameyang, Pepe, probably Smith Rowe, Saka, Tomiyasu, obviously who we were linked to signing, Gabriel, Ramsdale in goal maybe, or Leno, I don't know whichever one. So sort of TNA, the same old suspects really. It'll be a tough game. Like I said, we've not won at the Emirates for a long time. So, well, for about 10, 11 years. So let's hope we can change that tomorrow. I'm same with Edwin Auckland and Derby. No matter if we were top of the league by 20 points and Arsenal were bottom and they're nearly relegated, I'd still get nervous. It's an Auckland and Derby, you just can't help it. It means so much to everyone in goal, the fans, and the players, the staff, everybody. They only come around twice a year, 3 times if you're lucky in a cup game, but they just mean so much. So hopefully we turn up. We have been known at the Emirates we're taking 2-goal leads before and letting them slip. So hopefully tomorrow we repeat that same performance as we did against Chelsea in the first half, at least. Pressing, intensity, making sure we're winning the ball high up, making sure we look like we want it, and make sure we look like that we're up for the fight, because body language will be key tomorrow. If we come out guns blazing and show that we've got real fire and passion in us to go and win this game for the fans, then yeah. But if we come out and then we let Arsenal run all over us for the first 15, 20 minutes, like we did at the start of the second half against Chelsea and against Wolves in midweek as well, then it won't bode well. But this is important for Nuno, because if he wins this game, I think it'll get a lot of fans on side with him. Beating Manchester City, if he beat Arsenal, throw in the cup as well. But yeah, if we lose this game, I think he really will be scrutinised a lot. Some of the fan base already don't like him. I'm not his biggest fan. Can't lie, I'm not his biggest fan. I don't think he's the right man for Tottenham. Football wise, he's a nice guy, and he's a decent manager, decent tactically, but football wise, he don't play the most attractive football, and that's what Tottenham want. But that's another discussion. Let's carry on with the match preview for this game. I mean, it's difficult to predict a score if I was to predict one, because these Northern derbies are just so unpredictable. Never usually high scoring, so probably won't see a high goal, but it'll probably be a tight one. If we were to win it, it'd probably be a goal either way. But I'll say we'll nick it. I'll say we'll nick the win. I think we've got that little bit more quality than Arsenal, especially in the forward areas with Kane and Son. And obviously some good midfield players as well with Højbjerg and Dombele and Lascelles. So, and I think Arsenal probably got the better defence overall, but I'd say we probably got a better keeper. And Lloris made some fantastic saves in the Northern derbies before to keep us in the game and to win us the game. So let's hope we can do that again. But yeah, I'm nervous. First Northern derby of the season. It's always nervy. Difficult to predict which way it's going to go. It just depends whether Tottenham turn up or not. Because if we turn up, we're well capable of beating them. Vice versa. They're well capable of beating us if they turn up. But just if Tottenham turn up, I think we've got a good chance. I can see it's probably we've just got that bit more quality, as I say, in most areas of the pitch. If you compare our team to Arsenal's, I'd say our team's probably better on paper. Obviously, the two world class players in the team, Kane and Son. Something that Arsenal just don't have. And Son especially can just come up with little moments of magic where you don't expect it, or cut inside and fire it in, and Arsenal just don't have that same extra bit of quality. Aubameyang is a good player, but he's just a bit inconsistent, and he's dropped off the last couple of seasons. So hopefully he carries on that tomorrow. But yeah, I'd say we're probably just edge this maybe quality wise. It's interesting to see whether Ndombele plays tomorrow. Well, yeah, but yeah, just quickly, just edge it definitely, definitely quality wise. Well, definitely tactically as well, maybe. But yeah, back to Ndombele. He's played well in the last two games he's played. He played well against Chelsea in that first half, and obviously dropped off a little bit as we all did in the second half against Chelsea. And then he had a really good game against Wolves. Obviously, he scored that goal, and then had a really good game generally. Hopefully, he plays tomorrow, and it'd be interesting to see where he plays. Does he play alongside Højbjerg in the field, or does he play in a three with a bit further forward? I think that's probably his best position. And just let him do what he does. Just drive forward with the ball, and play some nice creative passes and trickery on the ball. And the only thing with Ndombele I don't want to see tomorrow is taking too long on the ball. That we conceded a goal against Wolves because of that in the week. He took too long on the ball. We got somebody nicked it off with him, and they scored. So hopefully he just releases his passes a bit quicker. But yeah, we know what he's capable of. And Ndombele is a fantastic player, really, really is. And obviously on that as well, we've got Lascelles, so we can bring on or Lucas who we can bring on. So we've got options off the bench as well. So hopefully tomorrow we go and put a really, really good performance in. It's horrible to lose North London derbies, but it's fantastic to win them. There's no feeling like it when you win a North London derby. There's just no feeling like it for the fans. So hopefully tomorrow Tottenham, don't just put in a rubbish performance like we have done in the last couple of league games and really show that Nuno's Tottenham can be a force to be reckoned with and can climb the table and look to get back in that top four again, which is what we all want. I think that's the main aim for the season. It'll be very, very challenging to get back in the top four. But with some of the results today, there's no reason why Manchester United losing at home to Aston Villa. Who would have seen that coming this weekend? So, well, certainly not many people had seen that result. So anything could happen in the Premier League. That's why it's the best league. So hopefully we can capitalise on a few bad results and go away to Arsenal tomorrow. Really show the Arsenal fans, that we're Tottenham. We've come to play, and that we've not come to be dominated and come to be passive and sat off the ball and let Arsenal dominate possession. We being the cases straight away, pressing high, as I say, looking like we want to win the ball back and really taking our chances. We've got some players obviously like Kane and so on, who are both lethal finishers. So as soon as we get a chance, we need to put that ball in the back of the net. It's so key when you go away to Arsenal to start strongly. So hopefully we do that tomorrow. And I think that pretty much finishes this match preview. So thank you for listening. Thank you to THFC once again, Carvin, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.